Melody and I have found ourselves in Nashville, Tennessee. We are at America's Motorsports, and it was an adventurous adventure, to say the least, and it wasn't without its faults. Now, I did get caught in the rain and I got soaked. Unfortunately, the sun is out and it's drying up. Also, a few things to point out, sad things. We have lost one of our bar end mirrors here. It fell off just as we crossed into Tennessee, as well as the two exhaust nuts just vibrated away. I heard the engine get louder. It sounded like valve clauder, and I kind of got worried there for a moment. Then I realized the nuts were gone, but the fine staff here have taken care of that, and we will be good to go. All right, here in just a moment, we're going to go inside and take a look around the showroom and see what they have to offer. Be right back. As you can see, we have made our way inside America's Motorsports. Let's take a look and see what they have to offer. Tons of accessories, fluids here, polishes, cleaners, waxes, chain wax. All kinds of riding apparel. Tons of helmets. There's some power sports. Interesting Can-Ams. All kinds of cool stuff. Jet skis there. ATVs, UTVs. Kawasaki's. Yamaha. Suzuki, the TU250X. It's an interesting retro looking bike. And Honda. Before we get too far into the video, I want to take a minute to tell you guys about Red Smith Foods. Now, Red Smith Foods is a company that makes Big John's pickled eggs. Now, these are the official snack of the South. They come in little single serving sizes with 2 eggs inside and little packets there. Go ahead and take a quick look at those. Now, these are absolutely delicious. We've got the Big John's pickled sausages here. Go ahead and take a look at those. We've got a box of these. They come in the singles as well, as you can see there. And also, they have quarts and gallon jars of the pickled eggs. The sausages, official snack of the South. Now, these are absolutely delicious. And my personal favorite, the pickled pig's feet. They are cooked, cured, bone-in, and ready to eat right out of the jar. These will make you squeal with delight. Alright guys, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. Go ahead and check them out, and I'd like to give them a very special thanks for sending me these products to show to you guys. And go check them out. They have excellent pork products. Absolutely delicious. Dealership just wouldn't be a dealership without Royal Enfield. Oh, look at that. A couple of Himalayan there. And of course, a couple of Pegasus models here. They have the green and the brown. Absolutely beautiful. Now in a moment, I'm going to be doing an interview. Not quite sure who it's going to be with yet, but it should be interesting. Alright guys, I am here with Cullen, the sales manager for America's Motorsports, and he seems to be a very knowledgeable guy. I do have a couple of questions I'd like to ask. People are curious about them, as most people are. How long have you been in the motorcycle industry?
I originally started in the motorcycle industry in 1999 with America's Motorsports. We had a location about 15 miles from here. Was there for about a year and a half, and then recently came back about 4 years ago. So
Okay.
had a few children, got out of the industry for a bit, and came back to it. So.
All right. How'd you first get involved in the industry, and what attracted you to power sports in general?
I grew up. I got my first motorcycle when I was 10 years old. It was an '83 Honda XL80S. Rode dual sport. My dad had dirt bikes, had Gold Wings and Aspencade. So motorcycles been in the blood for quite a while. I had some friends in the power sports, but actually worked for America's on Thompson Lane years ago and started working with them. Just had a really good time. It's a fun business to be in.
Well, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Especially when you get to test out things.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Reza 71.
We love riding
Reza
stuff, you know.
71.
I get home, my wife's like, "What about this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I actually rode one of those today. Had a good time. Took it down for 15 miles." She's like, "Must be fun." She's a nurse, so she doesn't have the fun environment that we have. So.
I know how that is because my wife, she works in the medical field as well.
Okay.
So usually whenever I talk to her about engines or motorcycles or what have you, she kind of gives me the deer in headlights look.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then she comes home and talks to me about procedures and things, and she gets the same look.
Right. Yeah. She'll spit
Yeah,
off
sure.
these abbreviations
Yep.
and
71.
I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Use layman terms.
Exactly.
Service Department 72.
what was it
Service
that
Department
attracted
72.
America's Motorsports to Royal Enfield themselves?
Yeah, I think it's initially we started off with the Classic 500s. We knew the Himalayans were coming out. The good thing about this location is we have several lines, and our owners have always had pretty good vision of what's going to happen in the future. And I think they, have been talking to the reps quite a bit and wanted to grow along with Royal Enfield. So the vintage thing has really come back. Some of the Japanese manufacturers have some vintage-looking bikes. Kawasaki's got several they've done. And being here in downtown Nashville, we get a lot of the younger people that are really into that. So I thought I thought they'd do well here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Everybody wants that classic bike, but they either don't want to rebuild it themselves, or they don't know how to, or they don't want to fork out the money for an original bike.
Right. Right. I mean, the old CB750s and all that. Or if you look at the Nashville market, they've really increased in value. So you're looking at a comparable price point. You're looking at, if you want a restored CB750, you're going to look at $5-6 grand, $7 grand, depending on how much they've done to it, and you can get a brand new Royal Enfield for, $5,500, $59.99. So, and you don't, a lot of people around here, we're all busy. Time is of an essence, and it's a commodity for sure. So, you get something off the factory. It's got a 2-year warranty. It's fuel injected. Looks really awesome, and everywhere you go, people are looking at it. Like, what year is that?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's almost like being in a parade every day.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I had to answer that question at least a dozen times on my way here.
yeah. People are like, what is that, a 62? Which I remember years ago, in the early 2000s when Royal Enfields were, there was a dealership in Murfreesboro that had some, and I was attracted to them back then, as a much younger person. So, I definitely see that draw. They're really cool bikes.
Absolutely. How do you think the 650 twins will be received in the North American market?
I think the North American market is going to receive them very well. I mean, as Americans, we like it bigger and faster, and so with that 650 twin, I've had several conversations with people that have done demos and test rides on them already in California, and they seem to love them. And I think they're gorgeous
Service Department
bikes.
71. Service Department 71.
The Interceptor and the Continental GT, they look like fantastic bikes. So I'm hoping we get some today. I got an email that we may get some today, and I'm really excited for them. I've been holding off myself buying a Royal Enfield, waiting on the twins, and that's probably going to be a common. I don't know if you've heard that yet or not, but I don't think I'm the only person that's waiting on them.
No, there's a lot, and Eicher Motor Group they do kind of what Suzuki did in the 80s. They'll go ahead and put out a teaser, and then make everyone hungry
Sales
for it.
72,
Right.
sales
And then
72.
release it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, I can see that. They've got some gorgeous paint schemes too. I mean, they look really cool. So, and you know, I've heard they'll cruise in the higher mile per hour range. So if they'll do 90, 100 miles an hour, that's pretty cool.
oh yeah,
So
absolutely. What services do you provide here at this location?
we're a full service shop, so we have parts, we have service, and of course we have sales. So we can service the bike after they buy it. Any kind of warranty issues, and then of course normal servicing.
Okay.
And all your accessories. So if you want to add, your bags, panniers, windscreens, whatever you want to add to it.
Parts
So,
Department 73, Parts Department 73.
What would you say sets you guys apart from any other dealer in the local area?
we're really, really lucky to have this urban location so close to downtown. Nashville's a growing city. You've got these big houses growing up all around us. Nashville's attracted a lot of people from all over the country. I've seen people from California and Colorado and Florida, so a lot of new people moving here. We have several lines. We've got 7 different lines. So all the Japanese OEMs and Royal Enfield, I think, brings something unique to that. Over the years, the prices have gone up on bikes as everything else has gone up. But Royal Enfield, I think they've done a great job of keeping a good price point. So.
Okay. Do you offer any performance or custom modifications?
Yeah, we can do like stage 1, stage 2 kits, stage 3 kits, depending on what you want to do. So we'll, small modifications. We don't have a huge shop. I don't know if you got a chance to see the shop, but it's probably for square footage our smallest shop of all 3 of our locations. So we can't do any kind of fabricating or anything like that. We can help outsource that. So.
Okay. Fair enough. What is your personal favorite Royal Enfield model and why?
Currently, before seeing the twins, of course, I would have to say the Himalayan. I mean, I grew up on dual sport bikes. I really like to get off road, get dirty, and again, they for $4,500, $44.99, you're getting a lot of bike. You get Pirelli tires, you get disc brakes front and rear, you get the skid plates, you get engine guards, you get a windscreen. Just a lot of bike for $4,500. I've seen bicycles that cost a lot more than that. So I think it's a beautiful bike. Looks really good. It's comfortable. It's kind of like a Swiss Army knife. It'll do anything you need to do. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
It's very forgiving on the road. I've had a chance to ride them around town. It's like a tractor off road. So I really like
Parts
the Himalayan a
Department
lot.
71, Parts Department 71.
Do you have any predictions for the future of Royal Enfield?
Service.
I think that with the twins coming out, you're going to see more growth. You're going to see, hopefully, attracting a different buyer too. Hopefully, not just the younger people starting to ride, but the older people that have been riding for a while and are more athletic with bikes and better riders. So I see growth for sure.
Okay. Would you like to add anything else?
Just reiterate that we're super stoked about the twins. I think they'll really, really do well. But for the price, if you're looking to get into motorcycling, get a Royal Enfield. I mean, you can't beat it. Fuel injection, 2-year warranty, unlimited mileage. Just what else do you need to say?
And even if you're not looking to get into motorcycling, if you just need a chair for your living room or a couch, a Royal Enfield will suit that just perfectly. It's always a good thing to buy a Royal Enfield.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. We've got 2 Pegasus here too, so those are awesome bikes. Limited edition. I think they make 200 of each color, and we've got 1 of each color. So they're $67.99. Fantastic bikes, beautiful bikes.
Absolutely. I showed everyone a sneak peek at those.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're lucky to have 1 of each color. So most people I've talked to and have seen, they might have one color or the other, but that's it. So
yeah, that's what I was hearing. Usually it's one or the other.
right.
So.
Yeah, I was stoked when I thought we had 2 green ones at first when the crates came in, but then I peeked in the crate and I saw that one was brown and I was like, yes. So.
Excellent. Well, Cullen, it was great to speak
Yes,
with you.
absolutely. Thanks for coming.
And thanks for having me.
Yeah, safe travels to you. Enjoy the ride.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that's it for America's Motorsports. Fieldy and I are off to Lexington, Kentucky, and that will be in the next episode. So stay tuned, guys.